welcome everybody to the San Gabriel Last Chance Qualifiers. A lot of great turnout over here. We just finished on round one, but we're overall using this to help catch up with the community and kind of see what people are thinking right now of Shadowverse Evolved. I'd like to see, what is your name and what region are you from? Or your
Chris Ivy. I'm from SoCal, San Diego. What's up, San Diego?
Yeah, LFGSD. All right, so basically, I'm gonna ask you two, what is your main class, and also what's your, if you want, what's your favorite card from said class?
So I play Dragoncraft. Forte is my waifu, so that's my main girl.
Yeah, pretty good. Of course, great card, especially when you evolve it and get the aura. And why do you also play evolve from yourself?
So I play Shadowverse Evolve because I'm traditionally a Magic player, and this pretty much follows the same rules and gameplay.
Perfect. And then how do you feel about where the competitive Shadowverse Evolve scene is going? And do you see it more as like a positive light or negative light from yourself?
So within 6 months, this TCG has already had World Qualifiers, which is insane for a trading card game. Also, the player diversity is massive. We've got players from other TCGs that have bled into this. So I think that our growth potential is very exponential.
All right, perfect. And then last question on it. What set are you looking forward to?
Probably the Flame of Leviathan set that's coming out soon.
Yeah. Do you plan to play with the Leviathan Dragons or something different within the set?
It just depends, but we'll see what the net decks say, huh?
All right, perfect. Well, thank you very much in this short interview, and good luck in your rounds.
Cool. Thank you, SoCal.
All right, so I'm here with your name and what region you're from?
I'm from Southern California. Name is Aiden.
Perfect. We're going to ask you a few questions here about the current state of Shadowverse Evolve. First off, I'd like to say, what is your main class, and what is your favorite card, if you want to say, from said class?
Let's see. My main class is Abyss and Forest. I would say the favorite card probably most likely from Abyss, and it's probably Azazel, because he put my opponent down to 10 no matter what happened.
Plus, you also get the random discard, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, randomly discarding stuff.
Yeah. So, why do you play Evolve from yourself?
So I did like religiously play the app game, but then I stopped. And then when they announced the IRL game, I got really excited. But I thought it was only Japanese. But when they announced it for English, I was like, oh, I'm playing that.
Perfect. And so, how do you feel about the competitive scene right now within Shadowverse Evolve?
I think it's actually pretty decent considering we got the same ban list as Japan, but we got the same ban list as them at the different timeline in the state of the game. So like we don't have to follow their meta for a little while, you know?
Yeah, and how about main tournament scene and what they're planning to potentially do overall with future circuits?
I think it's the circuit right now is actually pretty fine. Just a lot of dragon, you know, because people love dragon.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, excited to see more youth tournaments. And what sets are you looking forward to, whether in English or English coming up, or even in Japan in the future?
Right now, for the upcoming set, I'm pretty excited about the third set because it puts some new interesting stuff, especially the fairy tale stuff, into the meta. And then set 4 is heavily control Abyss, so you know, I'm a control player.
Fair. All right. See you in hand shred in a few sets.
All right. Yeah.
All right, everybody. We are here with more people within the community. So, just state your name, tag, or whatever, and then what region you are from. Starting with you.
I'm Ellis, Chaos Daisyon Bushy Navi with Burn 1, and I'm from Midwest U.S.
Zach Tufford, I go by Koi Alice in the app. I'm from East Coast, Georgia.
Rocky, also from East Coast, Georgia.
All right, perfect. So, let's say main thing. What is the main class that you have, and also what's your favorite card from your said class?
My main class currently is Uma. Favorite card is probably Anya's Tachyon.
Current class is Dragon and Forte because she carries me through Swiss.
Dragon. Best card is Riko Kashimoto. Shout outs.
Ah, nice. I love all these choices. Yeah, sure.
I'm so sorry. It's Forest, Rose Queen all the way.
All right. I see someone enjoyed set 1 and 2. All right. So why do you both play Shadowverse Evolve from? Oh, yeah, all three of you. Why all three of you play Shadowverse Evolve?
So I played other competitive card games. I played Hearthstone online for a while.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that space.
I played Shadowverse digitally, but not very much. It came out physically in Japanese. We were playing it then. It was a good game. Yeah, I'd rather be playing this over Magic. So.
I used to play Force Wheel very competitively. Won a lot of tournaments. Me too. Yeah. And you know, when the ownership changed, the way the game played changed, which made me sad. But then I saw Shadowverse coming out. They have Alice. I'm a simple man.
Nice. And then for yourself?
Got into the Bushiroad games. Played Vanguard for a while. It's pretty fun. But then Shadowverse running of Hearthstone and MTG, and just had like less RNG. You know, no what was it, trigger checks? Trigger checks.
I can agree with you with that. All right, so next question. How do you feel about where the competitive circuit with Shadowverse Evolve is going, and kind of what you see overall in the competitive scene at the moment?
So I think it's in a pretty good place. There are quite a few decks in the meta right now. Some decks are not as favored, but I think it's good that it's opening up in the next regional season, so it'll be open for play without invitation.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think it's heading in a really good direction. I wasn't crazy about the closed-off regionals, but I understand like the game ramping up, and it sounds like we're heading away from that, which is great. The meta is feeling pretty good. I think that they limited a lot of the right cards for Uma, so it's very good deck, but it's not nearly as dominant as it would have been. So everything feels healthy. I think our head judge Travis is gonna take us in a good direction.
nice. Love that.
Yeah, second, it's pretty balanced right now. It's the game is very skill based, so decks are pretty balanced, even around like player skill and the decks themselves. So yeah.
All right. And then last question over here. Which set, either both English or Japanese side, depends, that you are looking forward to, or even potentially like what might come up from Digital Shadowverse to Evolve?
Ooh, I think I'm looking forward to those Code Geass collabs coming out. That's probably it right now.
That's a good answer. Set 3, man. Alice.
I would say also set 3 for me, just for the new sword cards, the double evolutions and stuff. Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much. State your name/tag and what region you play from.
Terry Wong, Cock and Bum Fun, NA West.
All right, so we're just going to give you some questions about stuff within talking about the Shadowverse Evolve community currently. So the first thing I'd like to ask is what class do you main, and also what's your favorite card from said class, if you want to share?
I main Haven, and my favorite card is Heavenly Aegis.
Ah, fair. So it seems like someone really liked the set 2 meta. Two. Next question is, why do you play Shadowverse Evolve from yourself?
Oh, so my friend got me into it. First, we started on the online app, the card game, and then we switched over to the actual card game after that.
Ah, perfect. Cool, Sue. And then for next question, how do you feel about where the competitive state of Shadowverse Evolve is currently going, and possibly what you're looking forward to, possible improvements or such?
I think it's going pretty good. Since the next season of World Finals after this one, they're going to allow open regionals. So, yeah, so a lot of people were upset it wasn't open for this one, but next one it'll be open, and they seem pretty happy about it.
Yeah, perfect. I'll go with the site for the announcement on that. And then last question would be either English and or Japan. What set are you looking forward to coming out?
I'm really excited for set 3. I'm trying to go for Haven Aggro, so most of the cards will come out set 3, but some other cards will come out in set 4 and 6, but most of the cards will come out in set 3, so I'm pretty hyped about set 3.
Perfect. Thank you very much. So we got a special guest over here who needs basically no introduction, but yeah, state your name and region.
Hi, yeah, I'm Connor, Boats Don't Sink. I'm from Alabama, so long way out here, but...
Yeah, perfect. Welcome into the West Coast. So basically, I guess give you some main questions about what's basically happening with the stats of the community at the moment. So I'd like to first say, what is your main class, and also potentially favorite card from said class?
So lately I've been playing a lot of Uma Musume. And right now I think my favorite card might actually be the Will to Overtake, the 1-cost amulet. I added it to my deck for this weekend, and it's been like so good for consistency. So I've really been liking that.
Yeah, that's really nice. Next question is, why do you play Shadowverse Evolve from yourself?
It's just a really fun game. I jumped into it digital like a couple months before physical came out, and was just really enjoying it. Big fan of like all the card design. It's just it feels almost like Magic, but not in some ways that I really like. So I've just had a lot of fun with it. So keep playing it.
All right, perfect. And then the next thing is, as someone who's really catched up with the competitive side, especially with all the graphics and stuff, I think you're like the go-to for graphics person. How do you feel about where competitive is currently going in Shadowverse Evolve, and potentially any improvements that you could suggest or such of that nature?
I think right now it's in a pretty good spot. I know a lot of people say like the current meta, like a lot of the decks are kind of high rolly. Like whether you win or lose kind of depends on drawing your best cards in your deck. Which I think is a little bit of the case, but moving forward, it seems like a lot of the classes are just really balanced over the next couple sets. I was a little skeptical at first of the like preemptive restrictions that we got on like Uma and then like the really early Dragon restriction, but I think it's done a lot of good for the format and sort of opened it up to a lot of decks. So I don't hate that they did that, and I think it'd be fine. You know, some of the restrictions we've seen Japan need if they came over, like I think they've done a good job of keeping the format balanced.
All right, perfect. And then last question here. Which set are you most looking forward to coming out from English or even Japan?
Oh, set that I'm looking forward to the most. Probably, it might be set 6 for the Amata's Forest deck.
Ah, nice. I like that build too. It won a major, and it's thoroughly strong too. It was like one of the small competitors for Forest, but it was able to make it out in the end.
Right. Yeah, a lot of aggro.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, so that's been it pretty much for the main interviews, mainly talking with the community and such, and seeing how people kind of see the state of Shadowverse Evolve at the moment. A lot of great positive uses, especially with the most recent announcements of the new set coming into BSF and BCS. A lot of people excited for the next set coming out, Flame of Leviathan, which will be helpful for After Worlds, especially for people who are playing in Springfest. And also great main realization out of the turnout, because a lot of people, a lot of different personalities, and a lot of different people coming out from this region. Shout outs to everyone who came to San Gabriel, and really excited to kind of see the future of Shadowverse Evolve competitive side with it being added into the BCS and BSF pools. Other than that, that's been it. Thank you all for joining in. Continue to embrace the darkness, and we will see you all next video.